to give you my review on the movie Insidious. But before I get into that, I would like to point out something. Haven't you guys noticed that there is a huge explosion in movies that deal with the paranormal, extraterrestrials, the supernatural? There is a reason for that, and again it comes back down to what I've consistently said, and that is an awakening. We don't usually find things appealing if there isn't some kind of resonance, be it through an experience or a resonance within our soul, within our spirit. And there is an explosion in these types of movies because I think now more than ever, and still yet to reach its epic point, but now more than ever, there are people who are interested in these things, and many of them are interested in these things because they've had some kind of experience to kind of spark some curiosity. Now, I decided to go and see the movie Insidious primarily because a family member had sent me an email stating that after the movie Insidious, you're going to get a lot of questions, and I thought, what do they mean by that? So just to kind of get a head start on what was being implied here, I asked my sister to go with me, and we went to see the movie. And actually, she was supposed to have been doing this review with me, but some things have come up. So I guess I'm going to speak on behalf of the both of us. So we went to see the movie. We went last Saturday, and it was to a sold-out crowd, primarily teenagers. And from what I could hear, because there was a lot of screaming and ruckus and noise in the theater, but for what I did hear and what I was able to engage in was an overall good movie. Let me tell you, give you a little bit of background without giving any spoilers. It's basically about a young family just moving in a home. Lead characters played by John Wilson and Rose Byrne, and they move into a home, and the character Rose Byrne plays who is the mother of two little boys. Noticed that there were some pretty spooky things going on in the house, and the events had gotten so extreme that before they could really get unpacked in this new house, they decided to pack up and move somewhere else, only to find that whatever the spooky and scary things wasn't the house at all. Now, how can I explain this without giving away any spoilers? Their youngest boy goes into what appears to be a coma, but the series of events around the hauntings and the entire event is tied to astral projection, and I will tell you guys that much. And the title Insidious is really about an agenda or a plot that is associated with astral projection. Now, some of you guys may have already seen the movie, but like I said, I don't want to give away any spoilers because some of you may want to go and see it. Now, the whole time that I watched this movie, the only thing I could think of was, wow, the subject matter of astral projection and out-of-body experience is finally mainstream, but this is the angle to which it is being introduced, which of course is going to reinforce more stereotypes and fears and beliefs around astral projection. Now, am I in any way implying that astral projection or the experience of astral projection is always positive and loving and all this stuff? No, I'm not. But is it all of what the movie Insidious portray, or is it more of what the movie Insidious portrays? Well, from my experience, no. There have been some who have had such experiences, but most of my experiences have been very educational and very fascinating. The majority of them have. And when I did encounter experiences that may be along the lines of what I had seen in the movie, I simply took it for what it was and gave it love and kept it moving. I didn't give in and cave into fear, which I feel that this movie is going to once again create around a subject matter that is still pretty new to many of us. Just like the spirit world and, you know, the whole extraterrestrial scene, Hollywood has consistently taken more of a terror, negative, fear-mongering angle to it, and this again plants a lot of fear and anxiety about these subject matters into the collective consciousness of those of us who entertain these things. Now, aside from what I thought or felt about the angle to which the subject matter is being produced, overall I thought the movie was pretty good. There were some slow moments, in my opinion, in the very beginning, and perhaps it's because my ideal of a very strong movie that incites and puts you on the edge of your seat is probably, you know, way out there, especially given the kind of life that I've had and the kind of experiences that I've had. But just according to the responses from the general audience, the general response from the audience, it went over very well, and I think that many of you guys, if you go to see it for entertainment value only, I think you will be entertained. The storyline, again, in my opinion, was a bit questionable and was kind of predictable at points. But overall, I thought it was a pretty good movie. But please do not go to this movie and see it as a blueprint for astral projection, or get it in your mind that this is what astral projection is all about. I don't want you guys to think that whatsoever. And again, the most important thing for me in talking about astral projection and the so-called paranormal is to help us to better understand that there is so much more to us in reality than meets the eye. And I think if we simply embrace them and look at them with curiosity and a thirst for knowledge and understanding, rather than fear, intimidation, and terror and confusion, I think we will learn a lot more than we could ever learn doing anything else in life, if that makes sense. In this life, if that makes sense. So this is a short and sweet vlog, and again, I recommend that if you like a good entertainment and you like to be shaken up and you like to be scared, this is a good movie. But do not go to see this movie to get the ins and outs about astral projection. Okay? Alright, that is it, family. And as always, you are loved beyond measure, and happy travels.